Hello. The record. For those of you who have experienced adrenal fatigue in the past or any mysterious autoimmune issues, I think this class is going to be the one for you that, you'll probably learn a little bit more about it. And also, this is a class that you can refer back to in the library if you have access to the videos that can help you maintain and readjust some of these, what we call in this specific case, an axis point related to the coordination between the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and the adrenals. And I'll explain a little bit later as we come into the Dharma talk. But we're addressing what happens when we experience chronic stress in our lives, consistent stress that doesn't let up, and it's been prolonged and acute, and how that affects the certain glandular systems in our body and then causes deterioration and illness as a result. So this Kriya set helps readjust this access point that I'm going to tell you about here in a moment. So I know for myself, I know a couple of you have mentioned, and I think just by the nature of the way our culture is currently designed, I think all of us are vulnerable to experience an overwhelming and prolonged experience of stress, even without realizing it, right? If you watch a lot of violence on television, if you're constantly in a rush, or you work in an industry that's high demand and high productivity, you may not even realize that these things are happening to you. So this is a Kriya set that can help for readjustment in that regard. So I'm going to slide back and we'll get started. We have our mantra of the week. The Guru Ramdas mantra. Okay, let's see. All right, guys. So have our hands together, stimulating 72,000 energy channels. Take a few deep breaths. Now our Kriya set today is going to be one that moves pretty consistently, one element to the next, to the next, to the next. And there's a sequential steps that are going to take place that help rebalance, activate, and stabilize certain areas of our body that are related to managing stress. Let's take the thumbs into the sternum, shoulders down away from the ears, and let's tune in with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher within. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose to begin. Om Guru Dev Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Arangre Name, Jugarangre Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Arangre Name, Jugarangre Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Arengrenme, Jugarengrenme, Satengrenme, Sringurute Vename. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Suspended, Rudlak, third eye. And exhale, release. All right, hello everybody. Now, it's a little hot in the room here, so I'm just going to twist this up quick. So I've talked many times in the past about the two aspects of our nervous system, right? The sympathetic nervous system moves us into action. It's like the gas pedal, right? And then we have the parasympathetic, rest, digest, restore. It's like the brake pedal, right? So we have the gas pedal and the brake pedal, and they're supposed to be used and working interchangeably, right? And oftentimes we are like, pedal to the metal, gas pedal to the floor, not even using the brakes the majority of the time in our lives. And sometimes we just end up running out of gas, and that's the only time that the brake pedal comes into play is by default, because we actually run out of gas, right? And when we start practicing Kundalini yoga and some of these more specified technologies of yoga, we come to develop a more intimacy with relation to how we are making use of this physical form, this physical vehicle that is in charge of carrying our divine essence, right? The divine essence is the most important thing within us. Sometimes we confuse that with the body, thinking that the body is the most important thing within us, or that the body is a machine that's indestructible. And when we apply that mindset where we aren't taking care or keeping balance and treating the body as if it's a machine that is supposed to just continuously produce output based on our desires and our demands, we soon come to realize that that is not the case, and usually through a hard lesson or a handful of hard lessons. Now, I want to talk today about what's called the HPA Axis, okay? It's the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, HPA Axis, and it's a part of the endocrine system. It's the chemical messenger system of the body through which stress hormones are secreted. Okay, it consists of the hypothalamus and pituitary glands, which exist up in the brain. We talk about these a lot in Kundalini yoga. And then the adrenal glands, which are on top of the kidneys at the back of the body, somewhere in the mid-back. Okay, when we face a stressor, whether it be big or small, it is this system, this HPA axis, that creates the stress response in the body, releasing a hormone known as CRH. CRH triggers the release of another hormone called ACTH from the pituitary gland. So we have CRH from the hypothalamus, ACTH from the pituitary, and once it has been released, ACTH from the pituitary travels through the bloodstream down to the adrenal glands, where it triggers the release of cortisol. That's an activating hormone within the body. And it's cortisol that prepares the body for flight or fight, to address potential threats, and suppressing other systems in the body in order to give it the energy it needs to move forward, like digestion, like healing, like fighting off disease. So cortisol will suppress some of those maintenance types of functions in order to generate enough energy to fight or flight respond. Okay, now the HPA axis works as a feedback loop, meaning that the output of one of the glands loops back around to become input somewhere else. So they're talking to each other. When the hypothalamus and pituitary gland receive the signals that high levels of cortisol have been released from the adrenals, they stop producing their activating hormones, CRH and ACTH, which signals then the adrenals to stop producing cortisol. Okay? The stress response ends with the decrease of cortisol, and then the body can calm down and hormone levels return to normal. We can then return to those maintenance functions like digestion and fighting off disease and healing and relaxing. When the body experiences chronic stress, dysfunction occurs within this HPA axis. Okay, over time, this can cause the glands of the HPA axis to become desensitized and stop recognizing those signals to stop producing hormones. Okay, when this dysfunction is not corrected, then it becomes what we call adrenal fatigue. Okay, so it's the brain and the adrenals. They're becoming desensitized because it's overproducing. Just like anything else, when you over inundate with yourself with something, you become desensitized to it. Okay, now adrenal fatigue is most often associated with periods of intense and prolonged stress, right? But can also develop during or after acute chronic infections within the body. While many alternative practitioners focus on the adrenal glands as being the main source of this adrenal fatigue dysfunction, it's only actually part of the problem. We're forgetting that the brain is involved here too. It's actually the entire HPA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenals that are malfunctioning. And therefore, treating only just the adrenals and the kidneys is only treating a part of the problem, not the whole problem. Okay, so the feedback loop needs to actually be reset. And that's what today's Kriya set is going to be all about. Now, some of these symptoms of adrenal fatigue and chronic fatigue, right? Sleep problems, insomnia, thyroid dysfunction, blood pressure problems, circulation issues, lowered immune system, blood sugar issues, increased abdominal fat, brain fatigue, brain fog, inability to handle stress, inflammation, slow wound healing, cravings for salt or salty foods, which I found really interesting, dizziness, dry skin, low sex drive, poor muscle tone, obviously depression and anxiety, and tiredness that is not alleviated after sleep, right? You wake up and you're still tired, okay? And as you can imagine, that these types of things prolonged can increase the risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, create autoimmune diseases, and a variety of other degenerative functions, including accelerated aging. The aging process is accelerated. So that's why, you see a lot of these yogis who've been practicing yoga for such a long time. There's such a youthful appearance and glow. And that is because, among many other things, this HPA axis functionality is maintained and kept healthy and functional. So today's Kriya set is specifically directed at that, okay? So let's start with our Sufi circles to warm up the spine. Eyes are at third eye center. And allow yourself to remain contained in today's vibration. Right? Push away any distractions. Contain yourself in this room. Close your eyes. Let's inhale, roll forward. Exhale, round back. So we're going to be addressing those two specific glands in the brain today, as well as the kidneys and the adrenals. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And there are specialists out there now that can take saliva and urine tests to get an understanding of whether or not you are in this state of the degradation of that HPA axis point. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Let's go for 4 in this direction. Grounding our lowest energy center. Inhale, hold center, and reverse the direction. Inhale forward, exhale back. We're opening up all 72,000 energy channels within the body, creating an environment where the body, mind, and spirit can merge and come into balance. Opening up all 7 energy systems, centers. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold center, spinal flex. Powerful breathing. Eyes at third eye center. We're opening up the chest. We're stimulating the vagus nerve, bringing chronic life force energy in the body and then distributing it throughout. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift high. Exhale. Shoulders down away from the ears. Let's take those hands onto the shoulders. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Eyes at third eye center. Connecting to the breath, remembering that breathing through the nose balances masculine and feminine energy channels. Left nostril's feminine, right nostril's masculine. Breathing equally in through both and out through both. Let's lift those hands off the shoulders, Gyan Mudra, spread those elbows wide apart, stretching through the chest. We're doing a really powerful reset today within the body. This is something you can come back to anytime you feel as if you're overwhelmed in that fight or flight, overstressed, overburdened. So it'll cause a reset to occur within the brain, within the glands. Let's lift those arms up 60 degrees. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, hold center. And let's sweep. Inhale and exhale, reaching long through the arms and the fingertips. Nice lateral flexion into the spine. Opening up those intercostal muscles and charging the energy field around the body. Four, 3, 2. Last time. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, hinge and bow forward. Let's come on to tabletop position. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Cat-cow. Now this exercise right here starts to create a detoxing in the kidneys, charging up that second chakra, associated with the element of water, associated with creativity. And it's no wonder why when we are in chronic stress, our ability to be creative shuts down, right? Because that center, that second center, is not in balance. It's overwhelmed. We need to get back into the flow with the water, creative center of the second chakra. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, chin and tail rise. Exhale, round, tuck her down. All right, come seated cross-legged position. I think this is one of the reasons why the element of water is so calming and relaxing, right? It readjusts that ability to get in the flow and to get back in the space of creativity, right? You want to open up your creative self and get yourself in or close to some water. All right, now, this is going to be kind of a slower movement, but definitely power in the breath. We're going to be using a very powerful lotus mudra. Okay, this is going to be our inhale. And as we exhale, we press out to the sides. Okay, so it looks like this. Inhale, lotus mudra. Pinky mound and thumb mounds join. Spread the fingers wide, right at the heart center. Exhale, press out. Shoulders down away from the ears, chin to the chest. Eyes at third eye. Here we go. Now don't rush through it. Take your time. Making these movements distinct, allowing the breath to be powerful. The eyes are at third eye. Drop your judging mind and just stay here. Thousands of years of yogic technology brings us to these kriyas. They knew something, they experienced and they bared witness to something over a very long amount of time. How action, breath, movement, and rhythm can transform and heal the body. Trust and continue. Seconds left. Pressing out, take a deep inhale. Suspend your block, third eye. And exhale. Now we join the pinky fingers to lock. The rest of the fingers curl in and the thumbs are to the sky. Forearms are close into the body, elbows squeeze into the ribs. Create a little tension In the hands, pulling on those pinky fingers. Breath of fire through the nose. Here we go. This generates heat and works on the sides of the kidneys and the adrenals. Your mind becomes sure. Stay in it. Last 20 seconds. Inhale. Suspend. Big belly, relax, third eye. Exhale. Gyan Mudra. We're going to do a cannon breath through O mouth. Let the cheeks inflate and deflate. Breath of fire. Going at a pace that's working for you. Let it be sustainable. Seconds. Inhale. Suspend, root lock, third eye. And exhale. Left hand comes behind the back, palm facing away from the body. Do it right in the between the two kidneys, right? So at the middle of the back, knuckles are right over the spine, palm is wide, right arm extends forward, hands are at 60 degrees. And we chant, hud, hud, hud. Let the tongue hit the roof of the mouth. We're stimulating hypothalamus, pituitary, and pineal glands by hitting the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Hud, hud, hud. Pumping the belly. Hud, 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 hud. Feeling healing moving throughout the whole body with this sound vibration. Hud, 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 pat, 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 pat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. Suspend the breath. Root lock, third eye. And exhale. Release. Hands relax onto the thighs, palms face up. All right. Continuing to move through. There's a lot of parts to this set. Every sequence in this Kriya set has purpose. So do your best not to get distracted or go on autopilot. Ground those hips to the floor. Excuse me. Tensing up on the fingers. Now I want you to take a nice tuck of the chin, long spine. We want to keep a nice straight long spine so the energy can move all the way up through, no rounding, okay? Shoulders pull back, chest is forward, and we do body drops. Inhale to lift, exhale to drop. Eyes at third eye. Here we go. You can go at my pace or you can slow it down a little, whichever works for you. Inhale, exhale. We're stimulating that root chakra, moving any blocked energy from first, second, and third, all the way up through the central channel of the spine. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift those hips up. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes over the midline, right around the solar plexus, and then the right hand comes over. The wrists are aligned, squeezing around the bodies. Putting some pressure on the diaphragm here. Let's take some long, deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes at third eye and take patient breaths. This is healing time right here. Inhaling. Exhale. As deep and full as these breaths can be. Feeling the abdomen expand on your inhales. Contract on your exhales. Let's take 4 more deep healing breaths here. Eyes are at third eye. Stimulating those glands in the brain. Last 2 breaths. Last time, suspend the breath. And exhale. related to the kidneys and the adrenals right here. Nice long spine, arms extend forward, fingers pull back toward the palms, but the thumbs extend to the sky. Feet are flexed. Feel free to have a bend in the knees if you need that hamstring help. All right, we hinge forward to inhale, keep those arms lifted. Exhale back, like we're rowing a boat. Eyes are third eye, bathroom muscles are engaged. Lift up straight. Suspend, root lock. And exhale. Coming laying down onto the back. All right. Hang on 1 second. All right. Hands are on the ground. We're going to inhale, lift, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the hamstring. Exhale, come down, chin is to the chest. Eyes at third eye. Five, 4, 3, 2, hold on the 1, lift up high, suspend the breath. Root lock, third eye. And exhale. Knees come into the chest, rocking up and down the length of the spine. Coming up, crossing over the shins, come on to tabletop. Okay? Just a few more parts to this Kriya. Alternating, knee in, knee up and down. Knee in, knee up and down. Here we go. So tuck, exhale, inhale, drop. Exhale, inhale, drop. On the ground, elbows are under the shoulders, and just a gentle movement here, forward and back, forward and back. So it looks like a rounding and an arching. Forearms stay grounded the whole time. Just a gentle movement through the upper and mid back. Like a modified cat-cow. Giving some love to the kidneys and the adrenals. Eyes are at third eye center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift through the chest, forearms stay grounded. And exhale, round. All right, rise it up. Last thing we're gonna do, rocking on the back, holding yourself in a nice tucked position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice C curve, and just massage the kidneys and the adrenals. Eyes at third eye. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up. Come into a seated cross-leg position. Beautiful reset, Kriya. Now we're going to top it off with a little Sitali Pranayama. Before we start chanting our mantra, Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. So let's start with some Sitali. Create a rolled tongue. We're going to take a deep inhale through the rolled tongue. And then exhale through the nose. If you're unable to inhale through a rolled tongue, just inhale through a tiny O mouth. This is the biggest stress reliever pranayama on the market today. So let's do a little bit of that. Here we go. All the time in the world, very patient, very committed, very focused, very relaxed. Breath or chanting. Guru, Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru, 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 Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Palms face up next to the hips. Shoulders are down away from the ears. The jaw softens. Tongue relaxes. Ears fall back. And eyes sink back. Gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and roll from side to side. And gently roll onto one side into fetal position. Stay there for a moment. Taking a full breath in through the nose. And then audibly sighing it out of your mouth. Again, inhale. Sigh it out. Using your top hand to press yourself up seated, cross-legged position. The card I pulled today is for strength. You are far more powerful than you realize. Believe in yourself. What seems impossible can be overcome with determination and the right skills. Don't give up. You are almost there. Whatever happens, you will gain wisdom from the experience. All right. Let's bring our hands to the heart center. Close out with one round of a long time sun. 3 rounds of Satnam, declaring truth is our identity. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Suspend it. Bring folded hands to third eye center, blessing that you'll be guided by intuition and have the wisdom and courage to follow it. Exhale, bowing forward. Satnam. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you're feeling good. This is a set that you can return to whenever you feel a little bit overwhelmed and overstressed and need a good reset. All right, thanks so much. I'm going to slide forward, and if you have time to chat and connect, I'd love to hear from you. If not, thank you for joining today. And all right, I'm going to end the video.